Yeah.
I was about to say, yeah, need that focus, brother.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Here on a Sunday night. We are here, the ATL edition of episode 61 of the Splash Cast. We are
Pre-gaming.
here. Pre-game in a little bit. Shout out pre-game in a little bit. Ooh, Wayne went crazy
I'm
on this
currently
one.
listening to the new Splash Cast 24 pack, making the final edits here.
Wayne went crazy on this one.
Oh, yeah, he snapped.
Wayne went crazy. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 61 of the Splash Cast. The pregame, we got a few things we're going to talk about here before we jump into the ATL edition where we talk about the Braves, Falcons, and Hawks, known as our oldest, middle, and youngest child. All right, man, I'm going to have to pause this because Wayne going crazy right now.
Yes.
Wayne going crazy right now.
Yeah.
As we talk, man, in the pregame,
You didn't pause it?
I did pause it.
Oh, I was about to say, yeah.
There's you playing.
You can't do both at the same time.
That is tough. I'm also watching the Braves game on the low, so I'm waiting for this double play to get us out the inning.
I've been on the low.
Got him. Good pitch. All right, man. Sorry, guys. So we got a couple things we're going to talk about. First, before we go there, make sure if you're watching this, click on Instagram, go to your page, search the Splash Cast, click link in bio, the link tree. And it'll take you to all of where you can find us: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Instagram Live, Twitter, Splashcast 12 pack, our Spotify playlist. It'll take you to Apple Music. It'll take you everywhere. Anything you need to know about the Splashcast is in our link tree. Make sure y'all like and subscribe us on YouTube as well. Man, what was Dusty Rose talking about, man? So Dusty Rose.
Violent baseball.
I'm sorry, Dusty Rose. Dusty Rose is a wrestler.
Yeah,
Dusty Baker.
Definitely Dusty. Wow, Reg. And I went for it too.
Dusty Baker is an old school player. He played with Willie Mays, right? Way back in the day. Yes, sir.
Double play?
No, we tagged Freddie out at home. So now so second and third with one out. Now it's second and third with 2 outs. With that being said, man, Dusty Baker played with Willie Mays, man. Dusty Baker's an old school manager. He's one of the best managers. Unfortunately, he's also known as like
best manager ever. One of the best managers ever.
He's known as like the cleanup manager. Like whenever a situation is really, really bad, that Houston Asterix for one example, they put him into, or they bring him in, and he normally cleans up the culture and keeps the winning ways going, which is what he's done in Houston. And if it wasn't for the Braves, shout out to the Braves, 2021 World Champions. Shout out to the Atlanta Braves, 2021.
We did it without beating on trash cans, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. We did it the right way.
If it wasn't for the Braves, Dusty Baker would have a ring or another ring. But what he's talking about is Jose Siri, player for the Astros, hit a home run, and he was celebrating so much that Dusty Baker said, "I wish he would have ran instead of just walking to the base." Back in the day, the next guy would have gotten drilled. He should have ran. So this is what they're talking about right here. He just stopped and admired it. And y'all know there's two sports that you can get away with. Two sports that you can get away with retaliation. Football being not one of them. Basketball used to be one. Boy, I got to stop watching these Braves game. They're making me. Basketball used to be one, but it's not anymore. As you can see, they're pissed off at that man. Basketball used to be one. That's Dusty talking about where he said he wish he got drilled in the back. Basketball used to be one, but it's not. It's really baseball and hockey. Baseball and hockey, normally, there's always going to be retribution.
Something always. Funny there.
Yeah, where the whites dominant. Well,
drinks water.
I don't know, man. Baseball's is real coffee color looking right now, dog. It's not as
Drink water again.
it's not as crazy as it used to be. It said drinks water again. Dog.
Sipping all day today, I see.
So what would you do if you were the manager? You're Dusty Baker. Would you call out your team?
I respect that he did it. I mean, you can't not like this. He's right. And he's he's the oldest of school baseball players. Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that, kid.
One of the elder statesmen.
Listen to the GOAT.
One of the elder statesmen, man. One of the elder statesmen.
But you really set me up there. What, you thought I was going to say not to agree with Dusty Baker here?
No, I mean, what do you want me to say? I mean, I could just keep talking and you could just sit there and not say nothing. I was trying to throw the conversation to you. Jeez. So, hey, you remember back in the day, right? Back in the day, there was NFL Blitz. There was
yeah, it was fantastic.
NFL. I mean,
Nintendo
it wasn't
64.
You just had to. Yeah, it wasn't difficult, but I mean, it was great. It was a fun game. Then they came out with NBA Street and NFL. No, what was before Street? Was it Street?
No, I think they were both streeting it.
Yeah, it was NBA Jam before all. But
Woo,
NBA Street.
Boy, I might be one of the best NBA Jam players of all time.
Man, you probably a guy that gets Brad Doherty and just pushes people down the whole game.
Nah, I played with the Sonics, so I will either play with Detlef Shrimp and Gary Payton or with Sean Kemp and Gary Payton.
I'm about to say, you got to go Sean. In NBA Jam, you wouldn't play with Sean Kemp? Come on, dog.
Hey, I mean, Detlef was a killer too, man. But yeah, that was my crew. I remember all the codes.
Oh, no, I use one of them.
All American.
And then they came out with NBA Street. Now, NBA Street was tough because NBA Street, you could throw multiple alley-oops in one possession, right? So if somebody goes up and you could do the triple alley-oop.
They need to bring this back, man.
Yep. So they're talking about there was a release of NBA Street Volume 22. Basically, they used to say year 22. And these are some of the teams on there. But this, unfortunately, and we'll get into it with the Hawks game, although this looks fire, it says our blocks are 6, our 7s are steals. I mean, our steals are 7, so we play no defense. And we have no power, according to the rankings.
We can shoot.
We can shoot, and we can dribble. But it looks like
them?
In NBA Street?
Yeah. Yeah, who?
Them.
Oh, no, hell no.
You'd be hard to guard. Well, no, you put what's his name on.
No, exactly. No, I'm not scared.
No, yeah. Them, they would be difficult just because of Ja's athleticism. He could shoot and play defense, and they're big. Pause.
Oh, yeah, there would be no defense play.
They're not dynamic enough for me. They're tough. They're not. They're
too little, too.
Not an NBA Jam. I mean, NBA Street. Video games? This is a mean team.
Who is that? Devin Booker?
Brokeback.
No, you can't. No, hell no. He ain't never played. You can't put it. I mean, you're right though. That would be tough to deal with, but.
And then you got LeBron, funny. AD. They all gonna be hurt, so he ain't gonna shoot. No, he gonna be hurt. That's 2-on-3.
You got kill Ben too, man.
Okay, 2-on-2. What? They gonna play 2-on-2, and nobody gonna be able to shoot. They gonna be able to shoot.
You know,
nobody able to go shoot.
That's where D'Angelo Russell, Cat, and Anthony will be murderers.
We actually have a good. In this NBA Street, man. With what they got up here, we actually have a good chance of beating most of these teams. No, we don't. Anyway. This is what I really want to. You put it up here, This is what I really want to get to. Shohei Otani is
what?
Oh man, Shohei Otani is going wild crazy, and y'all can't read the caption on this, so I'm gonna read it for you. Yesterday, Shohei Otani had 8 RBIs. The next day, he went out and struck out 12 batters.
Test him.
I'm gonna say that again because y'all nobody's listening. Nobody's listening. Y'all not listening right now. Shohei Otani in the first game of the series at night went out and had 8 RBIs. 8. The next day, he went out and struck out 12 batters. That is insane. I never thought that we would see somebody, like every generation has that type of player.
Babe Ruth who?
Every generation has that type of player, right? They have like somebody that is, except for the 50s and 60s and 40s, 50s, 60s, had so many players in the Negro leagues that did stuff like this, play multiple positions all the time. But you're not going to get as much notoriety. But in mainstream baseball, we haven't seen anything like this since Babe Ruth, dog. 12.
Babe who?
Yeah, he's going to break all of whatever records they try to. I don't even know what you're going to do. Like, he's unstoppable. And you know what sucks? The Angels still suck.
That's a travesty. That is a true travesty. Just be wasting 2 great. You know who they are? The Detroit Lions. You got 2 great players just burning up.
No, they're worse than the Lions because the Lions never had 2 great players at the same time.
No, they got independently.
They got the best 2 players in the league at one time on the same team and cannot win. Mike Trout is so good that they don't even talk about him no more.
You know how bad it is when people say that you're worse than the Lions?
Yeah, that team went.
That's a real low place to be, my friend.
Because that team went defeated twice.
Defeated? And you're worse than the Lions.
Yeah, man. But so shout out to Shohei Otani.
Hey, just give me the Lions, but worse.
Shout out to Shohei, but this is what really happened. So apparently, folks is sick of the whole Angels Mariners beef. Like they've had beef for like a couple years now. And
there we go, right?
This was real fighting.
Bloods and Crips. That's what it looked like. Look at that. Bloods and Crips. Bloods and Crips. Bloods and Crips. Oh, they going at it.
Yeah. This was like a 10-minute fight.
A real fight. That's what I want, man.
This is what I always like. I love seeing the bullpen running there and then do nothing. Oh, they was going at it right there. Ooh, somebody just threw that mean right.
It was like a teen club in high school.
So it turned out about 9 players got suspended by this. This is the only time. So there apparently was a bunch of showboating and a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, hit him with the get off me. Yeah, but he can't fight though. He went in there and just went like this. He ain't throw no punches.
Really be trying to do.
Nah, that other dude was really big. Got to hit her with the club punch. Who
got punched like last year or the year before, right in the mouth? Just
dude for the Blue Jays.
Yeah,
he was a power hitter.
Odor.
Yeah.
He got destroyed for the world to see.
Oh, come on.
Ooh.
Hold on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of pregame for episode 61 of the Splash Cast, the ATL edition. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Sorry about the technical difficulties where I timed out for a minute, but Norwood held us down. Make sure y'all stay tuned as we get ready to jump into the ATL edition of episode 61. Excuse me. Y'all stay tuned.
And let me tell y'all, this Beyonce song ain't that bad. I think I like it.
None of that music is bad. I think it was just a new sound, a new old sound that everybody wasn't familiar with.
Wait for that Calvin Harris to come out.
You ain't even heard it yet.
I heard one of the songs already, and I know what the last one sounded like.
Yep. All right, we'll be back, y'all.